All right, guys, today I wanted to talk to you guys about the Arcade 1-Up Infinity Game Table and what this actually is right here in front of me. The Arcade 1-Up Infinity Game Table here is a 32-inch touchscreen that you guys are looking at here that is a complete digital board game that has a bunch of different board games. You can see all the variety on here. You have things like Simon, Sorry, all the classics that you remember from Hasbro. You got a bunch of unique games that have come on here as well, like Splody. You have some other ones that are really recognizable, like Tapple. You got Cribbage, you got Ticket to Ride, you have Yahtzee, Wheel of Fortune, Monopoly, Oh No, which is very similar to Uno and stuff like that. You have Fourzy, a bunch of different variety of games. This unit comes with over 40 games as soon as you purchase it that are ready to go, and then of course a lot of these you can buy from their in-game store, so you can buy different games and purchase more games on their store that they advertise. Some of their games even have online play, so you can play with your friends online. These are some of the connected games that they have that you can play, like Battleship and Candyland and Rummy and Connect 4, all of these different games that you can play online with other folks. You have a built-in friends list on here as well that you can keep track of all your friends to invite them into the game. And what I really like too is that they have an open lobby system. So this blue little tile here is a game lobby, and you can see when anyone starts a game. Like right now, someone started a game of Guess Who online and Game of Life, and you can instantly join them and play with other players online no matter what game that they're playing. So you don't have to rely on waiting for friends to join you that you know personally, but you can just find open lobbies for all of these different games that people may be playing online. These are some of my favorite games that live on the Infinity Game Table, like Fourzy, Hues and Clues. Oh No, like I talked about before, you have Pixel Push Football, you have Splody, Tapple, Cribbage, and Ticket to Ride. Games like 40 take like the popular genre of Connect 4, but really add unique twists to this game and really unique graphics and stuff that really set this one apart and really make it fun to play Connect 4 type games. You can play across from each other or side to side. This is a two-player game, and you have all these variety of maps that add different rules and stuff like that, which makes the game even more fun to play. You can choose different characters and just drag them onto the player that you're actually playing. And then you can see here you're playing a game of Connect 4, but these boards all have unique rules and stuff like that that you may be playing. And basically you're trying to, again, hit Connect 4 and connect 4 of your different pieces against the other player that's sitting across from you. And these different things will do different things. Like this pink one here, if you put it here, the gunk will stop that piece right there. Different elements will do different things. Like, of course, if you go ahead and hit here, it will go all the way across up into that one. And again, you're trying to connect 4 of yours, just like Connect 4, but in a much prettier version with a lot of unique rules. This is a really fun game to play on here. The reason I've liked the Infinity Game Table for so long, ever since it came out a couple of years ago, is because of local multiplayer. I love bringing this out for parties and playing this with friends, and this is a great game for that. Splody plays up to 8 players that you can add into the game right here, which is really awesome. This is basically a game where up to 8 players are playing a bomb game. They're placing their bombs around the table, and they're trying to be the last one standing and not have their bombs have their bombs be the last one. And as their bombs explode, their colors will take over the board, and you're trying to be the last color that takes over this whole entire board, and the bombs will explode according to the numbers on the side of them. And it's a fantastic party game to play with players. Tapple's another one that a lot of us recognize from getting at Target and stuff like that that's on here. And this is a up to 8 player game. You can play easy or advanced, as you guys are looking at here, and it has the exact same Tapple gameplay that you're used to, where it's going to tell you a category, and it says board names, and then you go around the table trying to say it. You can say, hey, Manny, tap M. And you can say, whatever the case may be, you can say Kenny and go ahead and continue. You can say Jacob. And then when you don't know, it's giving you 10 seconds to decide who it is. And you can see player 4 is popped up. So that's that player's turn. And you're trying to be the last one standing, going around the table using all those letters and saying letters to the categories that are being presented. This is a really popular game that's been around for a while, that was sold at Target and stuff. And it's a super fun digital version that they put on the Infinity Game Table. And then, of course, they also have classics like Oh No, which resemble games that we all probably remember that are hugely popular, that you can play here with other players, up to 4 players. Some of these games let you play with the AI, and combination of AI with real players as well. And then you're basically just playing this game back and forth. I just got to draw 4, so that's a great start for me, drawing 4 cards. But it is a super fun game, and obviously very reminiscent of classic games that we played. And they have a lot of classic games on here, like I talked about before, that a lot of us have grew up with, either as kids from Hasbro, like Battleship and stuff like that, or games like this that maybe don't have the original name, but still reminisce to the games that we all know and grew up with. Then they also have hugely popular board games that a lot of us definitely grew up with, more board games, as you can see here, and that's Ticket to Ride. This is a hugely popular game that a lot of us recognize. You can play this in multiplayer, players around the table, or solo, which is awesome. And you can choose all your different characters, and I can go ahead and resume the game that I had going on before, and you can see that right here. You have the whole entire US map. You have all the players sitting on the left hand side. I have my routes here on the corner that I'm trying to go for, and all these different cards that you can pick, that I can pick from here if I want to. and grab those cards. And you're playing Ticket to Ride on here with up to 4 players. And this is a great adaptation, a digital version of this game, you know, purposely built for the Infinity game table. And they have a few other games like this, like Pandemic and stuff that a lot of us know from the board game world. As a huge board gamer myself, these are great versions that they put on the Infinity game table. So in my opinion here on the Arcade 1-Up Infinity game table, I feel like there's games for everyone on here of all ages, whether it be families who want to get this for their kids and have fun with their family. They got things like, you know, Yahtzee, Wheel of Fortune. You got Harry Potter Wizard Chess, for example. You got Scrabble, Trouble. A lot of games that a lot of people recognize from their childhood are kind of on here. Operation, for example. And you can play a lot of different games on here, and a lot of them come with the system when you first purchase it. And then again, there's a store where you can buy more games on top of it. So I think there's something here for everybody, whether you're a hardcore board game person, you want to play things like Pandemic and Ticket to Ride, or if you're more of a family style gamer and you want to play things that you grew up with in your childhood, there's a lot of variety for that. Or if you want to discover new games like me that are just really fun local multiplayer games, you can check out some of the ones that I just mentioned here in the video. But super fun stuff. Check out the Arcade 1-Up Infinity game table if you haven't already. If you're a board game fan and you like these digital board game tables, this is a 32-inch screen, perfect size in my opinion for having people around the table and playing with your family and friends.